The streak ended last night. Let's start another one. Let's go. Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Craig Ben, a.k.a. Cash Cake, back with another MLB Prizepicks video. I hate to say it, the streak ended yesterday. It was an ugly one. They didn't get there for us, 0-3. And the funny thing is, I think the one that I was most nervous about with Judge, I kind of talked about, didn't hit that home run. I think he had just a single and a run, but I think he went under. So if you did play that one. But other than that, yeah, it's just one of those days, man. I always say, within our Discord, we always preach good bankroll management because we will go on runs like that. We'll have some bad days like that. It's just part of it. It sucks. I hate it. I hate to lose more than anything. But accountability, it sucked. We're back at it. Got 3 strikeout plays and projections that we do like here. We'll talk about each and every one of those. Again, happy hump day here. College football tomorrow. Going to drop some projections for that today as well. And hey, if you don't have that PrizePicks account, use that promo code CashCake and get 100% instant deposit match up to $100. Link is in the description below. And hey, follow me over there on Twitter at Keg4540. Dropping a lot of stuff in there as well. If you have any questions or anything, yeah, just give me a follow. I'd appreciate it. Let's just get after it and talk a little baseball. All right, as you can tell, we got the PrizePicks desktop up here, and like I said, we are going to talk 3 plays, all strikeouts, man. Two that I really like, and then one I'm a little on the edge with, but I'm going to go with it. Just looking at the numbers, they kind of match up. But we'll dive into it and talk about all of them. Heading over to dailyedgesports.com, kind of pulling up our tools. If you've noticed, we've added the parlay play, project EV and plus EV here as well. So if you want to check out the parlay play stuff, if you want access to that, again, we have it up there. We'll move the models over to this area. We'll be dropping the NFL model here shortly. And then, of course, we have NBA coming up as well. But here I'm on the PrizePicks Project EV model, and I got strikeouts pulled up right here. And the one that the one that comes out to me first, I'm going to talk about is Bryce Miller, 6.5. There's no juice either side of it on over or under here, but we got him projected at 4.49. So coming over here, going to talk about Bryce Miller real quick. At the 6.5, I believe this was at 7, and it got pushed down a little bit, but I'm still okay taking this at 6.5. Let's talk about him a little bit. Going up against Oakland. Now, Oakland for the season is ranked 3rd in strikeouts against right-handed pitching at 25%, but they've done a little better as of late. Miller hasn't struck out more than 7 guys and 13 of the 15 times this is went under. So in 2 of the 15, he's went over this mark. Now he did strike out 8 against Oakland, but that was back on May 2nd, and then only 6 of them on May 24th. So I'm not going to take that into consideration. That's an eternity ago in baseball. And then just dive into the numbers a little bit with Bryce Miller. If we look at him last 30 days, 18.4% strikeout rate against righties, 24.2 against lefties. So he's kind of switched this a little bit. For the season, he was 26% against righties and 20% against lefties. So switched it, giving up a lot of power to lefties, 222 ISO, 361 WOBA. At righties, only 43 or 0.043 ISO and a 208 WOBA against righties. And if we just kind of look at Oakland, if he's striking out more lefties, a lot of the lefties don't strike out a ton for Oakland in the last 30 days against right-handers. Ryan Noda, only 17%. He's a lefty. Tony Kemp, only 6%. He's a lefty. If we look at Lawrence Butler, 20%. It's not super high. He's a lefty. And then, the other lefty is Seth Brown, 23%. He does strike out quite a bit. And then the other guys in the lineup are the righties. Zach at 23%, Rooker at 36%. He strikes out a ton. But other than that, they don't have a ton of high strikeout guys the last 30 days. And again, I'll take a shot at this. I think the projection's a little too high. I think this line should be closer to 5.5 or 6. So if we can get a 6.5, again, I'll take a shot at this at the under at 6.5 for him. Next one we're going to look at here, pulling back up the projected EV tool that I kind of like, and we're going to go Dane Dunning at 4. We got it projected at 5.75 strikeouts, and now the juice on this is at the 4.5 strikeouts is under at -148, so it got pushed down. But I regardless, I think that number is I think that number is too low. Even at the 4.5, I thought it was too low. If we kind of look at what he's done lately and what the Mets have done, I don't think it's adjusted enough for how bad the Mets have been lately, because they have been bad. If we look at Dane's done over the last 30 days, he's done extremely well. 36.2% strikeout rate against righties, and he has a 26.5% strikeout rate against lefties. Now, for the season, 16.7 against lefties, 21% against righties. But he's been pitching extremely well the last month, which has been great for him. And he's pitched against, not great teams. We got the White Sox, Oakland, San Francisco, Milwaukee, Minnesota. Those guys strike out quite a bit. But the Mets, they have not been great the last 30 days at all. They were a team that we didn't really want to attack early in the season when it comes to strikeouts. But lately, if we look at strikeouts against righties last 30 days, Pete Alonso, 30%. Vogelbach, 30%. Alvarez, 25%. Stewart, 30%. Vientos, 35%. I mean, there's 5 guys from 4 to 8 in the projected lineup that are just massively, almost 30% strikeout rate here. So I think that bodes well for Dane Dunning at the 4 mark. I think you can play it at 4.5, but I love it at the 4. And I'll take a shot at him there. I think he can easily get 5 or 6 in this spot. So at 4, I do like this play. And then the last one we'll talk about here, one I'm kind of on the fence with a little bit, is Logan Webb. Now, Logan Webb, he's the opposite. He's kind of struggled the last 30 days, but if you look at who his matchups have been strikeout-wise, it's Atlanta twice, he's played Texas. Now, he did get the Angels and did strike out 6 of those guys. Arizona, 5. Even before that, he went up against Boston and Washington that don't strike out a lot lately with 2 and 4. But Cincinnati, on the other hand, strikes out a ton. They are ranked second in MLB over the last 30 days. Strikeouts against right-handed pitching at 29%. He faced Cincinnati back on July 18th, where he struck out 7 of these guys. And if we go up and down this lineup over the last 30 days against right-handed pitching for Cincinnati, De La Cruz, 35% in 74 plate appearances. Stevenson, 34%. Encarnacion Strand, 35%. Benson, 37%. Marte, 33%. I mean, there's 5 guys right there with just massive strikeouts. Steer, 25%. There's really only 2 or 3 guys in this lineup that don't strike out a ton. But there's 5 massive, and 1 on the fence with Steer. So I'm going to take a chance at him that he can get these guys and get us the 6. I wish we could get it at 5 here, but at 5.5, I still think there's potential to play this. There's juices a little bit on the under at -120, but I think, I wish his current form was a little bit better, but it's hard to pass up against this Reds team. Vegas has their implied team total at only 3.6, and like I said, massive strikeout potential here in this entire lineup. And hopefully Logan Webb has one of those great days, because I think he can get 7 in this matchup. So that's what I'm looking at there. So those are 3 guys that I do like here, all going more. If I had to rank them, I probably would put Dane Dunning number 1. Then it's close between these 2, but probably Bryce Miller number 2, then Logan Webb number 3. So those 3 plays for you. Again, if you want to check out more stuff that we have at dailyedgesports.com, you can always come over. The link in the description below, but you can always hit this free offer. Kind of explains if you want a free month of our membership here with football coming up. Just follow these instructions. And again, appreciate each and every one of you guys. We're going to go bounce back here, start another streak. And again, it's Happy Hump Day. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Deuces.